what's up, everybody? It's Malika, and I am black at you again. Come on, get on in here, get in the room. We're going to be talking about the balance between the black man and the black woman, and we're going to be talking about the big H's today. We're going to go in with the big H's today. I know I'm a little late. I'm always a little late lately. Maybe we need to move this to 1:30, but I'm afraid if we move it to 1:30, then that won't be good. So let's just keep it at 1 p.m. today. The lighting looks good. Everything looks great. And y'all get on in here in the room, and I'm going to tag a few people, and we are going to get started. I think this is a great topic, and let's go. Let's go. I'm going to tag a few of y'all today and see what's up. Who can we invite today? All right, everything's coming up. We're going to invite Ed Anderson. Let's invite, okay, somebody's asking me something, and I'm going to put on my Do Not Disturb. I'm going to put that right on because we know how it goes, right? Okay, we're going to get Jennifer. Let's invite Angie. Let's invite Michael. Let's invite Vashti. Let's invite Rashida, Charlize. Let's invite Keisha. Let's invite Riri, Natasha. Let's invite Rena, Janie. Let's invite maybe Nikita. Let's invite Asia, Amira. Let's invite Messina, Kate. All right, Cassandra, what's up? Let's invite. All right, that's it. I'm going to just invite a few of y'all, and then y'all can invite some of your friends. Keisha Johnson. Let's invite Lorraine. All right, who else we going to invite? LaQuandra. Let's invite Nikki, Ashley. I'm done. All right, somebody came in the room. Who came in? What's up? Now, let me see if I can. Oh, LaQuandra. Hey, boo, hey. What's up, LaQuandra? Long time. Nurse. What's going on with you, sis? You want to come in? You want to hang out today? You want to come in? I want to bring you in. We're going to be talking about some good stuff. Lexi, what's up, Lexi? Good to see you, sis. Good to see you. We got my people coming in. Derek, what's up, Derek? Good to see you, brother. How you doing today? How is everybody doing today? I'm so glad y'all stopped by. Now, I'm going to see if I can get my little thing to stay up. See if I can get everything to stay up today. Who else coming in the room? What's up, y'all? Anyway, we're going to be talking about today. It's going to be real good. Listen to what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about, or this is what I want to talk about today, which is the balance between the black man and the black woman. Now I'm going to be talking about some of what I call the big H's, which are the hurdles. And we're going to explore a little bit about what's going on with that. Now, we talked about some weeks back about how to, intimacy issues. We've been talking about that a lot in 2019. Okay. Hey, Lexi. Hey. I'm just saying all my hellos. I like to acknowledge everybody in the room. I acknowledge each and every one of you. It is my custom to kind of go back. I'll go back and I will answer all of your questions and your comments as we go along. Sometimes I'll stop. I don't really have a rhyme or a rhythm. I just kind of like to free throw. Free throw is for sports. Free flow. Yes, I like to free flow. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Malika L. Anderson, and I am the founder at Her Balance and the creator of Her Balance Naturals, which is a natural and organics beauty and wellness company for women. And you can find out all that information on the company if you're interested at www.herbalancenaturals.com. And I am on all the social media platforms, have been for years, so you can find me. Look, this is like a mirror. You can find me somewhere. But what I'm going to do today, what I do on Tuesdays, is come and we have this little lunch and learn, and we discuss different various topics. That is sometimes social, sometimes political, sometimes health and wellness related But what's up? All right, I see Angie in the building. What's up, Angie? You know it ain't a party. It ain't a party unless Angie's in the building. Angie's the wordsmith. You the resident wordsmith. Keeps me on point when I make up words. Okay? So anyway, today we're talking about the balance between the black woman and the black man, and we're going to talk about some of the big H's, right? The big H's are harmony. We're going to talk about harmony. We're going to talk about some of the hang-ups, the hurts between us, hostile environments, because yes, I believe we do have a lot of hostile environments between black women and black women. Men. We're going to talk about health, and then of course healing, and then some of the big ones that I personally think that are hurdles to our success. Okay, so we're going to get right into it today. So I do a lot of consultations with men and women, and they come to me, and then sometimes I get some secret people that will email me different things and ask me questions as it relates to different subjects, and I'll answer them. They may not be brave enough or courageous enough to come up here and to talk and to speak and to share their heart. So I kind of do that for people. And one of the things, the big issues that keep coming up, and that I think is a big issue too, with the balance. I don't want to get into all of the negatives. Let me see if I could do this. I don't want to get into all of the negatives without talking about some of the positives. And I am all for the black family. As you know, I'm for the black man, I'm for the black woman, and I am for the black family. I believe in the healing of the black family, but I believe that there's a lot of work that must be done between us. So what I like to do is to open up conversation. I can't solve everything. I don't want to be the savior syndrome to your problem, but what I can do is open up honest communication so that we begin to talk about some of these things and we facilitate healing that way. That's what I am called to do. That is my personal responsibility, and I don't take it lightly. So I'm not here to pass judgment, to you know what we say over here, right? No judgment, no shame, no blame. So this is an open forum where you can feel comfortable to talk about some of these subjects, right? And I think one of the biggest things that hinder the balance between us as the black woman and the black man is role reversal. Now, I know y'all gonna say, Malika, you might be a little bit old-fashioned, and I am a little old-fashioned in that way, but I think that one of the greatest things that has hindered the balance between us is the role reversal. Okay. Another thing, and I'm gonna tell you my 3 things, and then we're gonna talk about them. So role reversal is one. I think the other thing that hinders us from having balance between one another is the chemical imbalances that we suffer from. Okay. And I'm not just specifically talking about mental illness, but I am talking about mental illness, emotional illness, relational illnesses that exist between us. Okay. That exist in us singly. Angie, is that a word? How I say that exists between us in the singular form, and then that exists between us as a collective. So the chemical imbalances that we suffer, and also I think that the third thing for me would be the self-hate that we have. I think the self-hate that we have is one of the biggest hindrances between the balance between us, because I can't love you effectively as a black woman, loving the black man and bringing healing to the black man, if I do not love myself properly. That's why I'm always talking about loving your damn self, because if I can't love my damn self, then I damn sure can't love you. So I think self-hate is one of the biggest ones. So again, those are the ones for me: role reversal, chemical imbalances, self-hate, and also trauma. But I think trauma kind of fits into the chemical imbalances that trauma fits into all of them, because we wouldn't be doing the role reversal if we didn't have the trauma. We wouldn't be having the chemical imbalances if there wasn't the trauma. We wouldn't be having the self-hate if there wasn't the trauma. So I think trauma fits into the collective. I see Robin. I see her face. She came in the building. I know some more people came in the building. So hello to everybody. Lady Conga, who came in the building. Robin came in the building. Hey. Keisha came in the building. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. And I'm going to bring some of y'all in. So please, Venice came in. Brenda, I'm waving to everybody, because I just don't want anybody to ever not feel acknowledged. I know how that is to You got a voice, but you feel invisible. So I like to acknowledge all my people. Thank y'all for stopping by. And we are talking about the balance between the black man and black woman today. So I'm going to move the comments again. And so some of my things, okay, so let's get into it, right? Role reversal. Now, we all know if you are old enough to understand what has happened in, I guess, the last, let's say 40 years, the last 40 years, you know that the roles have reversed between the man and the woman. The men have been taken out of the home. The women have gone to work. The children have been left alone. Latchkey kids, all of that whole scenario. You know, a lot of fathers have been taken away from us due to violence and due to jail and due to other things. And the women have had to step up in kind of this role reversal and take on the issues or take on the responsibility of being the male in our households. But however, I think at this point it has gone way too far. Now you do what you have to, okay? And much respect out there to the single mothers. Much respect to the single mothers, to the single fathers. I'm not saying that we can't do what we need to do, but I'm talking about the straight up role reversal where now you're trying to be a man. There was a popular book called, come on, y'all help me out. Think like a man, act like a woman, something like that. Y'all remember that? But I think the damn thing went too far. Okay. Although you can facilitate the role of a man if you have to or do some man things, you are not a man. And I think that's what we have to talk about. Some women have taken that on too personally and have become the man and have taken on the attributes of a man to now we don't know if you're a damn man or a damn woman. And we got all these mixed up things with gender equality and gender and, all these. Nobody knows what the hell they are anymore. No disrespect, no shade to anyone. I'm just telling you what has happened in our households. So when this thing has happened and we've had the role reversal, we got more men than ever I've seen in my life that are feminine. And I don't like those type of men. I'm sorry. I could appreciate a man with some feminine energy, right? With some feminine energy, but I don't like a feminine male, right? So I'm not down with that. And so I think that role reversal has been a big thing because now you got women who think that they are men and who have just taken it too far. And you got men who think that they are women and have taken that too far also as well. So what say you? What do y'all say about that first? And then I want to talk about the chemical. And Messina, what's up, baby? The chemical imbalances. I believe because of these hurts, because of these traumas, because of the self-hate that we possess, there's a lot of chemical imbalance that is going on within the brain, within the psyche, the psychological makeup of the person, and that is hindering us from coming together. And we just have to heal in that way. Y'all gotta get help. Y'all gotta get counsel. Not y'all. I'm gonna say we gotta get help. I'm sorry, something's in my eye. This is real TV, right? Real streaming, so I gotta get it out. All right. So, we got all of these things going on. You have to get help if you're hurting, if you're depressed, if you are, suffering medically, if you, whatever, if you have anxiety, if there are things going on in your world, because a lot of us were, manifestations of being a product of our environment, of dealing with certain things and dealing with certain levels of trauma that most of us should have never ever had to deal with, but we did. So these things affect you and you can be very off. You hear say, that boy, that girl, she ain't right. She missing a few or she throwed off. Some of y'all is just throwed off. You know what I'm saying? Some of us just need to see the doctor, take the medicine. Now, y'all know I'm anti-medicine, but some of y'all just really do need to, pop a few and get those chemically imbalances back to balance. You could also do, what I always suggest, which is a natural form of getting things imbalanced. But it's a real thing. I'm making a joke of it, but it really is a real thing that exists. These chemical imbalances, we've got to get in balance so that we can have the balance one with another as the black man and as the black woman. Okay. And then self-hate. Self-hate is a big thing because, like I said, if I hate myself as a woman, I cannot love you. I cannot give you all that. You know, I used to say some people cannot give you what they do not have. I can't give you something. It's not that people are bad people. It's not that they're even not good people for you. They might be good people for you as it relates to relationships, but not the best fit for you. And it's just simply because they don't have the tools. They don't have the coping mechanisms. They cannot give you what they do not have. And a lot of this exists because of the self-hate that some people have. You see, real insecure people, they are, almost impossible to exist with them in the means of a relationship because they don't love themselves. They're insecure about everything and everyone. And those are very unhealthy, toxic situations that we need to try to heal from and get away from and understand. Because first of all, you got to understand that you got to have awareness of what is going on before you can heal anything. Y'all with me so far? So those are the three things that I see from talking to people coming to me, working with people for many years that exists within the context, especially now of what we're dealing with, right? We got to stay relevant in 2019 and the relationships that exist between the Black woman and the Black man. Now, I'm not going to get up here and talk about all of the negative things because we have enough people outside of our community that do that beat us down consistently. I'm about the healing. I'm very results oriented, right? So it's about finding results, not just talking about the problems. We know the problems, but we want you to be aware of some of the problems that might be existing in your life because we all are, I believe we are reflections one to another. We reflect each other. That's why something that's going on in you, it's like, damn, it really bothers me. Why does it bother me so bad? Because it's something that's going on inside of me. It's a piece of me that I see inside a piece of you. And that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. So today, talking about some of the H's, the big H's, I call them, which are hurdles that exist to stop us from having the balance one between another. Now, I asked y'all a question this morning. I said, what are some of the biggest challenges that you think that Black women and Black women face? And I got some answers. I want to go through some of those answers before we start talking about the harmony. Did anybody have any comments before I do that? I'm going to read some of your comments, see what we are saying. Okay, Lexi said it was called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Yeah, I think that was Steve Harvey. But, people, the word on the street was that really wasn't his. He stole that from, just another girl. Act like a lady, think like a man. I got to think about that. I really got to think about that. Okay. Messina says she's loving the message. Talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm here to talk about it. So if y'all didn't have any questions, let's get into the harmony, right? So we understand by what we talked about thus far, the harmony. There is I think right now in the state of the Black man and the Black woman, there is, I'm going to say little harmony. I'm not going to say there is no harmony because I believe our people are waking up. And I believe they're coming back to their selves. They're coming back to their natural selves. They are trying. We are trying. We are out here. There's some of us that are really trying. You know what I'm saying? So there is some harmony that exists between us, but I just think we got to do better. You know what I mean? We got to up the ante. And in order for us to do that, for us to have a heart, because it's not just for, how sometimes we see celebrities or we see, stars and, I see all those things on the social media like, goals or, relationship goals or, those people shouldn't be your goals. You should have your own goals. You understand what I'm saying? But it is because, we think that only the harmony can exist between people of a certain status or a certain class or whatever. And that's just simply not true. You have to work on being the best version of yourself. I always say embrace your natural because your natural is not just, people used to think I meant natural hair. I'm not just talking about hair. I'm talking about natural as it relates to life. Natural being the truest, most authentic authentic version of who you really are. So embracing that. And once you are able to embrace that, you can be harmonious with yourself. First, you got to be harmonious with yourself in order to be harmonious with others, because you only attract into your life what you are. So if you're attracting a lot of drama into your life, look at yourself. You must be drama. If you're attracting a lot of crazy into your life, look into your own life. You must be something crazy. If you're attracting a lot of love, a lot of light, a lot of positive energy in relationships, that's because that's who you are. You can only attract what you are into your life. And the more harmonious you become, the more harmonious you can exist within the context of other beings. That's a word of wisdom for you today. So I believe that if we get in tune with who we really are, then we can be in tune with one another. If you are in tune with the truest version of who you are as a Black woman, then there's going to be no doubt in your mind. No way. It's like nobody has to teach you how to love the Black man. You don't have to teach. I get so upset at these people who think outside of my community who believe they're teaching me. You can't teach me nothing about how to love the Black man. You cannot teach me nothing about how to speak to the Black man. You cannot teach me nothing about, because I know him. He is me. I am him. We are one. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about that. That's how I'm giving that up over here for all of the kings and the queens. All right. Peace. Peace to the kings and the queens in the building. So that's what I'm saying about that. So the more harmonious that we become, the more harmonious we will become with one another. All right, let's talk about another H, the hang-ups. You know, we got a lot of hang-ups, y'all. We got a lot of things. What do y'all think are some of the hang-ups? I'm going to let y'all answer this question while I rest my voice. What do y'all think are some of the hang-ups that we have that exist between us, why we can't have any balance? And be honest, be real. If you think it's the white woman, if you think it's too much media, if you think it's too much, drugs and alcohol, substances, whatever you think it is, I want to hear from you, the people. What do you feel are some of the hang-ups that exist? I know somebody wrote me and said that time, I don't know what she meant by time, if she meant us not having enough time with one another, or, but she put time. What else were some of the answers? I had put, of course, role reversal. I thought that role reversal was something. What do y'all say? Okay, it's not letting me read. I'm trying to read everybody's comments. But we'll, of course, go back to, but okay, let's talk about some of the other hangups. Okay, time would be something. Role reversal. Sometimes I think that, we're not patient enough with one another. We're not kind enough to one another. That love that we used to have, that compassion that grandma had when she would say, oh, just give him another chance, honey. Oh, just give him, something would happen. And then I would be in there and they have a big argument. And then I wake up and I would smell a cake. And I'd be like, I know she ain't cooking a cake for this nigga. She in there cooking the cake. Honey, next thing I know, she's sitting on grandpa's lap, feeding him the cake. It was the love that they have for one another. It was the compassion that they have for one another, just to know that, hey, we had something, but we can make it another day. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that I remember. Those are the things that I learned from, some of the great women in my life, some of the women, sheroes in my life. Okay, Derek said, hold on, let me see what D said. King D in the building. King D said past relationships and the future relationships, stop comparing them. I definitely agree. You cannot bring your old baggage into a new relationship. That is definitely a hang up. And when we begin to heal ourselves, then we will stop doing that. Okay. Lexi said, I don't know if this relates in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes it's hard to love yourself when your own kind won't love you the way you are. Okay, that's the whole point, though, Lexi, of loving yourself, is stopping to looking and waiting for someone else to do it for you. It's understanding that you got to do it for yourself. You can't expect someone else to give you what you won't give yourself. And people know that. They sense that. They'll only give you, people will just give you enough. You know why people will just give you enough? Because they know that's all the hell you're willing to accept. When you start saying, no, I'm worth more than enough. I deserve more than enough. And you start treating yourself like that, then others will start treating you like that. So we got to stop waiting around and looking for our kind, quote unquote, to treat us a certain way. We've got to treat ourselves a certain way so that we can grow into the best versions of ourselves. And whoever's on board is on board, and who's not on board is not on board. Okay. Angie said, old baggage, new baggage, excessive baggage. She said, the bag lady, you're just going to miss your bus dragging around all that stuff. Definitely. That's a hang up. Okay. Messina said, we lack the understanding of one another. Absolutely. That's what I just talked about that. She also says society is pushing men to love their male friends in their lives like they should love their wives. Wow. Well. I think that is good that you brought that up. I find that in the context of a lot of males too. The males, that's a whole nother thing. They feel a sense of brotherhood. A lot of them haven't had fathers in their lives. A lot of them don't have the skills or the tools, and they naturally don't have, what we have as women. We're just chatty. We communicate. We express ourselves through feelings, and they don't do that. But being together with another man makes them feel solid, makes them feel whole, so it's a different set of scenarios that they go through, and I think we have to be cognizant of that, understanding again that role reversal. Stop wanting our men to be women, and so I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm just saying so we have to stop wanting our men to be women. And, and the same vice versa. Get some understanding, because love is understanding. You don't love me if you don't understand me, if you're not trying to understand me. So we have to try to understand one another. Okay. Derek said it's not the exterior look, it's the interior. Definitely. Absolutely. What's up? We got Bro in the house. Brother Sakeem came in the building. Messina said also society is also giving us the false image that doing wrong and not being about shit is okay and cool. Absolutely. I mean, the media, society, everything that you see around you. And that's why you got to have a knowledge of self, a deep instilled knowledge of self to understand who you are. So nobody, I don't care what they're putting out in front of me. That doesn't validate me. Those things don't affirm me, right? You don't get to narrate the story of me. I narrate the story of me, but I could never do that if I didn't understand who I was. I'd be looking to you to see who am I and what am I, and doing my comparisons based on what you say. That's why we got to return back to our natural, the truest version of who the hell we really are. That's peeling off all the layers of what we have become, all of the layers of a simulation, all of the layers of you're not good enough. You don't look good enough. Your black ain't beautiful. You talk too loud. You too country. You too city. You too this and you too that, and tear down all of that, so that we can build back up who we are. You can be comfortable in your own skin. You can love who you really are. So definitely, those are a lot of hangups that we face within the black community as the black woman and as the black man. But not only do we have to talk about it, we got to be about it, y'all. We got to, all right, now I'm going to bring this up. I didn't want to bring this up. We all know Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, our brother, rest in paradise, rest in power, whatever you say. Ashe has gone and made a transition, okay, in a way that was just terrible, and we're all saddened by that, and we see a lot of people in the community who talking a lot of shit about what we gonna do and what we should do, and we saw all the conspiracy theories and all of whatever that just transpired in the last 48 hours, when the reality of it is, are y'all just gonna talk about it, or are y'all gonna do something about it, in the sense of doing something about it? So, Messina, when you say that society is giving us this false image about, let me say it exactly how you said it, because I don't want to. You said society giving us the false image that doing wrong and being about shit is okay and cool. So I find that we as a people sometimes just talk, and we're really not about the solutions that we're talking about. And we are in the age of an Aquarius now going into it, and we have to wake up to that. Wake up to, now, come on now, how long we gonna talk? How long we gonna march? How long we gonna protest? How long we gonna make memes? How long we gonna talk shit on social media? When we gonna get up, we gonna do something. But you can never do any of that if you have no knowledge of self, no self-love. You're not producing any real fruit in your own life. So if you're not doing that in your own life, you damn sure are not going to be able to bring that to the table in my life as a black woman, and vice versa. I'm not going to be able to bring that into your life as a black man, and we're not going to be in balance. We're not going to be in tune, and we're not going to be in harmony. So having that self-awareness and doing something a damn about it. All right. Y'all know what's up. That's how we giving it up over here. Where were we at? So we talked about the harmony. We talked about the hang-ups. We talked about a lot of the hang-ups. And let's talk about some of the hurts. All right. Now, what's that song? You know, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. You know, all that waiting to exhale. You know, we're beyond that. All them Tony Braxton, I want to jump off the balcony songs. All that Keisha Cole. You know, he's my man. Let me get back. You know, I came up in that era. Okay, we're not gonna cry and Mary and all that. And you know, we gotta get beyond that now too. We're big girls and we're big boys. And although we do have hurts, if we don't begin to heal those hurts, there's going to be no balance between us. I can't just talk about and generalize. And I don't like that either when people generalize the black man. Like, I'm totally against that. Like, every black man is not a dog. Every black man is not a terrible father or a terrible person, or he's just ain't shit, or he ain't going to be shit, or, you know, he's not able to be productive in my life. So I should just get a man of another color or another outside of our community. I'm not with none of that. I'm just telling you, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But I'm not with none of that. I'm all for the healing of the black man. And I believe as the black woman, I'm the only one that has the tools besides himself and besides the Most High to do that. I've been equipped to do that. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? And he's been equipped to heal me. And I always say, if love hurt you, then it's going to take love to heal you. How do you think that it took love hurt you, but it's not going to take that same love or a more powerful love to heal you? And that's what I believe that we have. Black women is a more powerful love to sustain and to heal most things. You feel what I'm saying, y'all? All right, Terrell came in the building. Hey, Terrell, what's up? Y'all making comments. Cherie came in the building. What's up? A lot more of y'all came in. So I think these hurts that we have that exist between us, it's like, I don't really trust you the way I used to, black man. You know, and the black man is like, I don't really trust you the way that I used to, black woman. You know, my heart is not safe with you anymore. And I'm like, my heart is not safe with you anymore, but we have not talked about these things. There's a lot of resentment between us. You know, there's a lot of brokenness that exists between us, and we can't heal. So I believe that we got to come together and we got to start to heal some of these hurts. Yes, we went through the heroin in the 70s. Yes, we went through the crack in the 80s. Yes, we went through jail in the 90s. We've been through a lot of things. Yes, we went through some stuff in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. But guess what? We did that together. There's nobody that's going to be able to understand my experience like a black man. And vice versa. There's nobody that's going to be able to understand macaroni and cheese wars. Come on. Nobody that's going to be understand the still competition between smoked turkey or ham shank. So that I don't eat pork, but I'm just saying, you know, I had to just throw that in there. But I'm just saying, you know, these things that exist within our community. You know, when I put my arms around a black man, it does something different to him. Come on, black men, I need y'all to back me up. When I put my arms around you, do you feel a different way? When I look into your eyes, can you see a different thing? You see, I'm not on here trying to do this today, y'all. I feel a different spirit coming upon me. But anyway, I'm just saying, I believe that my love, it's my love that can heal all things. You see what I'm saying? So what was we talking about? The hurts. Yeah, so we got a lot of hurts that have happened. A lot of men lately, I talked to a man yesterday at a facility, and he was saying, he was like, Miss Malika, he was like, I'm 60. This is a true story, y'all. He was like, I'm 60. He was like, but I'm not trying to be vulgar or anything, but he was like, and I still like pussy. He was like, but my wife, she won't have sex with me. And, I started to tell him some about our love potions. And we started talking about, last week we talked about 13 essential oils for erectile dysfunction. So that got a lot of men started and contacted me. He said, but that's not my problem, But the problem, where I'm going somewhere with this, he was saying why she didn't want to have sex with him was because she had been raped twice in her life by a family member. And that she still had these, problems. Now, I can relate to that, being a sexual abuse victim myself, where it does give you psychological problems, mental problems, emotional problems, and might affect your body and different things like that. But you have to begin to get the help that you need. This is what I'm talking about. Some of the hurts that we don't talk about that exist between us in our community that stop us from having balance. So it might be that. I've heard other stories of men being violated in prison. They don't talk about that. You understand what I'm saying? And having problems with intimacy, having problems communicating, having problems with anger and with rage and with substance abuse and different things like that. These are the type of hurts that exist beyond the surface. Okay. These are the type of hurts that we have to begin to talk to one another about so that we can heal and that we can have the balance between one another. And then, of course, other things that just everyday things, a lot of people now, especially my age and my generation, going through things like, your parents are getting older. They might have sickness and disease. Or you yourself might be diagnosed with a chronic illness. It's changed your whole life. It's now affected your children. It's affected your family. All these different types of things, and that is something that you deal with. And of course, it's going to affect the direct people around you. It's going to throw you out of balance. So these are some of the hurts that exist. And I just think we have to talk about them. Any comments before I move on? Because the next one I want to talk about, I think, is way important. And that's hostile. We only got 3 more to go. Really 2 more to go, y'all. Hostile environment. And I'm going to talk about health. And we're going to wrap it up with the healing. Any comments? I should have bought my water. All right, let me check it out. Okay, Angela, I'm going to just read some comments. Andy said tradition, generational understanding, miscommunications, no accountability, and an imbalance of knowledge are all hurdles. Absolutely. Danielle came in the building. What's up, Danielle? Brother Sai said most definitely. Angie said hurts come from experience. That experience imprints on our psyche with the feeling. And these feelings make us relive by nature to these triggers. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Angie. Makisha came in. Thanks for coming in, Makisha. Anybody else I missed? Thank you for coming in. I can see there are so many of you on the line. Thanks so much for coming in. Another thing I'm going to talk about between the black woman and man. What time is it? One of y'all put up the time for me. I can't really see it. 9? Who's she? Okay. I was going to ask my daughter the time, but she's asleep. It's kind of a rainy day out here in Charlotte today, and I wasn't feeling my best. Just a little achy, you know what I mean, because the rain. But I said, I'm going to get up here, and I'm going to do what I came to do. You know what I'm saying? I believe, when I come to do it, can't nobody do it like me. When I come in the building, can't nobody say it like me. I'm going to get up here, I'm going to drop the mic 3 times, and I'm going to be out. So y'all give me energy, y'all give me life, and I love you. I love each and every one of you, having these conversations with you and to being able to express myself in this way. So thank y'all for giving me life today. And I want to talk about my next H, which was hostile environments. I don't know why it is such a hostile environment between the black man and the black woman. It's like, brother, I love you, It's like, sister, I love you. Now, y'all know this is true, but I have heard a lot of brothers say they feel like they can't even approach some of the sisters because, they always get the pushback. And it's like, don't nobody want to deal with that. Nobody want to deal with nobody stank and ugly and bitter and I'm not saying ugly in how you look. I'm saying ugly in how you act. So I can understand what they're saying about that. And I'm not saying we do that to everybody. And I'm not saying if they're doing something inappropriate that you shouldn't give a little pushback. But I'm just saying these are some of the type of hostile environments, that we come out of. The self-hate that we have for one another, the anger, the whatever's going on in his head, and the way we're interpreting it as women can sometimes put you at odds with the very people it's like you push away, the very people that love you, and I don't understand why we do that to each other, because sometimes people just, so if someone is doing that to me, or if I see that in a specific behavior, I'll be like, you know what? They just need a hug. Sometimes people just need if you start hugging people. Now, I'm not saying get all up in their personal space, but I'm saying, somebody's just whatever. Sometimes you just stop. Come here, sweetie, and just give me a hug. Just give me a hug. Just give me a kiss. Love can cover a multitude of things. So I think that when you're in, and sometimes people come out of very hostile environments, their childhood, or where they grew up, or how they grew up. Or if you got a person that came out of the streets, it can be very hostile. If you got a person that is, came out of a gang, it can be very hostile. If you got a person that just is in a situation where they go to work every day and they have to deal with a lot of stress and trauma, even a person in leadership, such as myself or others who deal with people all of the time, it can be a hostile environment. And sometimes I've had people say to me, like, what? And I have to, it was the way I'm so used to giving orders that sometimes I forget to turn it off. Like, I'm home now. I'm not telling people what to do. These are the people that love me and that I love. So that was a challenge that I had to overcome in my own life, that I'm always cognizant of it, because I'm strong-willed, because I'm independent, because I'm a Black woman, and I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Sometimes it's the way that you say it. So we have to be very aware of that in these environments, these hostile environments. And men, sometimes, just give a little tenderness. For the men, sometimes you just need to give a little tenderness. And we can overcome these things, and we can come together and we can facilitate that healing. Hey, Charlie, what's up? What's up, my brother? So, those are some of the hostile environments that we are faced with, that we come out of. Extend a little compassion one to another so that we can overcome these things. In health, we've been talking about health. I am the health and wellness girl. So we've been talking about health. It's always about health. And I want to remind you all, do a check-in, right, about our mental health. You cannot have any balance with the Black man or the Black woman, the Black child, the Black friend, the Black sister, the Black nephew, uncles, whoever it is, if your mental health is not there. And because of the traumas and the stresses that we have faced in our community, right? This is what I'm saying, just in our community alone, not even with all of the outside stuff that we have to deal with, it sometimes can affect our health. So make sure that you are doing these mental health checks. If you need to talk to someone, talk. Find a way to express yourself. Find the tools that you need. If you need me to help you with that, you can always contact me. Hit me on the DM, or anywhere on the chat, on my website, on my email. You can call the office, and I'm always available to help you to walk through some of those challenges. So health is a big thing. And again, health is a big thing in our community, with high blood pressure, which is caused by a lot of stress and what you eat, different things like that. Diabetes, which is a big one. We're seeing a lot of cancers, where, of course, me dealing with the population of women with lupus. We're seeing lupus as an epidemic. We still got HIV that we're dealing with, and then other things, other cousins and twins that are in between. So we're dealing with the health crisis in our community. We got to help each other through that, y'all. We really do, because we're dying. I seen a young girl the other day. She was, I think, 25. She had just turned 25, and they said she went into a cardiac arrest, and 2 days later she was dead. So what is going on? So, of course, I send my condolences to that family, and I'm just here for you. So, I just think that all of these H's, of course, we can't cover. Let me see what time it is. Okay, we doing good, y'all. And I came on here late. It's 1:58. But anyway, we can't cover everything today, but I hope that we broke open this topic enough for you to continue it online, for you to share. I want you to share the video, hit replay. If you are just coming in on a replay and say something to me, I'll comment back to you. I will answer all your questions, and you know all of that, how we do. I'll put all my information on when we get off. Actually, I'm going to do it before we get off, and we're going to continue this. We're going to talk about the hurdles, right? We're going to talk about the problems, but we're going to also talk about the solutions. Okay, so I want to know, before we go, I want to know one, because I want to leave on a good note, a positive note. Now, let's stop. Everybody stop. We're going to inhale and then exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, so why did we do that? Because a lot of people can get triggered. A lot of people hold on to attachments and emotions. And so whatever we talked about today, we talked about today in here, right? So inhale whatever goodness and that we talked about today. Inhale and let go of whatever we need to let go, because we're moving on. We are about solutions. We're about healing. And I want y'all to continue to talk about this. But before you go, I want to know one solution. Write it in the box. I want to know one solution that we can do as the Black woman and the Black man to bring balance between us again. And I want to know what you really think, you know, your real thoughts about it. Why don't we do that? And then if you have any questions or comments, or you want to come in, I can bring somebody in. Now, I want y'all to do that. Put the question in why I am, or if you want to come in, let me know. Malika, bring me in, and I'll bring you in while I'm putting a comment. Okay, let's see what else we had. Okay. I had another. Okay, Joseph came in. What's up, Joe? Now, where is the Malika thing? The comment, y'all. This is the people. This, you know, it got the little things on the bottom. I'm going to just start pressing stuff. Wait, what happened? Okay, where's the... Okay, that's invite friends. I don't want that. What's this one? This one is tag friends. I don't want that. Invite friends, tag friends. What's this? That's the camera. I think that's the flash. Y'all, I don't know how to do it. My phone be doing something different every day of the week. But that's okay. I will do it when we get done. So did anybody want to come in and talk about it? I mean, share your thoughts. Joe, you want to come in? Let me know. Or you at work? Y'all always got something good to say. Now listen, when I get off of here, I'm going on IG for all my IG family. And I'm going to be talking about, you know, just over there, I got some soaps. So I'll be on IG with the soap today. Let me see what we're talking about next week. Oh my gosh, next week. Yeah, next week we're going to be talking about how people they reaching. They just reaching and how they fake as hell. So I'm going to be breaking down fake as hell next week. Maybe. I think so. I think we should talk about this. Angie says she loves my energy. Thank you, love. I hope that you can feel my energy through the screen today. Joseph, Angie, you want to come in? Angie, you want to come in? Okay, Red Goddess is trying to come in. Angie, you want to come in? Derek, you want to come in? I see D. Joe, you want to come in? All I got to do is invite y'all and then y'all come in. Because I really do want to hear the men's perspective. What do y'all think as men? A lot of times, and I don't like that too as a woman, like we leave the men out all the time. It's like we always talking to the ladies. We always got something to say, and I think that's why I do really well with audiences of men and women, because I make them feel comfortable. Like, hey, they're included. And that's the whole problem. Like, we leave them out too much. We need our men. I know you don't want to hear it, but we need our men. We need men. Okay, this is the men's ministry over here with Malika. All right, none of y'all telling me y'all want to come in. That's because I can't, I probably can't see y'all. Because I'm on a low phone today. I'm not on the, the big computer. But anyway, I love y'all so much. Y'all put Akon. Oh, wait. Nope. We got somebody. They trying to come in. Who is it? All right. Derek wants to come in. Let's see if we can add Derek. King Derek wants to come in. Let's see if we can bring him. Okay, I think I got to approve him and then add him. Okay, I added him. Let's see if he's going to come in. D, you got to accept it. I think you have to accept it. I added you. What's going on? I see your little picture. Request to be add viewers. Okay, add. Right. I don't know what's going on. I did add you. Oh. Let me try this. Okay. Okay, tell me if you see it, D. It says it's adding. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so hot. Hey, peace to the fam. What's up, D?
What's going on? Not much. Just listening to everything you saying, man. You hitting on a lot of strong points.
Excellent,
You know,
excellent. So what do you feel about that? What do you feel like, are some of the biggest hang-ups or anything you want to say about the balance between the black woman and black man?
I think the biggest hang up is that, from prior relationships to what you got going in the future, sometimes the woman put up a wall and go to trying to judge the other man for what some other guy did instead of feeling that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we lost him, y'all. I think we lost him. But you know this Wi-Fi thing. That's okay. They dropped off. Let me try it again. It's okay. We go back. The adversary be mad at us. He don't want us to talk. The adversary is mad, but don't be mad. You big mad. You big mad. All right, D.
No, no, it's just we gotta learn how to accept each other for what we've been through to where we trying to get to, and that's like levels to life. It's about growth and maturity.
Mm-hmm.
And now with all of this media, like the one lady hit on the media, the social media, all of that, like stop looking at the exterior and look at the interior. Regardless, everyone is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, we lost him again. We lost him again, guys. But we can understand what he was saying. Was saying, like a lot of women come into new relationships with a lot of baggage. We do that. And, we have to take responsibility, ladies, of what happened with the last guy. And we're always comparing. And you cannot do that. There can't be any healing. There cannot be any balance if you are trying to do that. So I definitely understand what the brother is saying on that. We got to work and we got to get better on that. We got to be a little bit more patient with one another. So let me see who else we got in here. Add viewers. Let me see. Let me see if we could bring in I'm going to try to bring Derek back, but I want to bring in somebody else is requesting the next one in the queue. I'm going to see what happens. If they don't come back, then I'm going to go back up to Derek. But yeah, I mean, this is what it is, guys. So
What's going on, Malika?
hey, what's up, Dale? How you
Hold on,
doing?
hold on.
Okay.
I'm alright. Give me a second.
Okay. Give him a second, guys. He's getting situated. But I definitely want to hear from my brothers. Because I always hear from my sisters. Y'all got to stop doing that. Promise me. Promise me. We're going to stop leaving out our kings. We're going to embrace them. We're going to love them. We're going to love them back to life. Instead of complaining about them, you could take that same energy. You can make it what it do. Okay, we lost Dale too. What is going on today? All of the men are just dropping off. If you want to come back in, if you want me to bring you back, let me know. What's up, Leslie? How you doing? How you doing, Les? Okay. Love conquers all. Absolutely. I agree. What's up, Uncle Rich? What's up, Ernie Gaines in the building? Hey, y'all. Hey. If y'all missed our little talk today, then you definitely can make sure that you go back and you watch the replay. Okay, we bring it. 3 is a charmer. We bringing Derek back 3 times. He must be real special. So, okay, Derek.
Nah, this the last one right here. I'm gonna just say that I don't posted the thing on your thing, but listen, love conquers all. If you love, then you don't see no faults in that other person.
I love that. I love that. Absolutely.
So if you want to blame and point, nah, you got to look within yourself to what you're not doing right and try to, figure out how you can make her feel special or what she got.
Okay, he's gone. He's gone. I don't know what's going on, but y'all can follow Derek in the comments. I'm sure in there he can finish his thought in the comments. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the earthquake. I know we got a storm outside, but I'm not even on the Wi-Fi, so that's not it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I just love y'all participation. We can continue online and offline. It's not nothing. I'll just bring y'all back and we just do a straight up question and answer session. But I like what the brother was saying. What Derek was saying about how love conquers all, because I'm a firm believer of that too. There's nothing that love cannot heal. Now, I know you don't want to believe it. I know you don't want to accept it, and I know sometimes, some people can do some things to us, and, we got to get beyond just basic levels of forgiveness, but we got to get on to love. The kind of love that protects you, the kind of love that hides you, the kind of love that shields you, the kind of love that loves you. I think of it about like my grandmother's love. She had the most like unconditional love that both my grandmothers, my maternal and paternal, that I would just see like some people do some things and say some things to those strong women and they would continually combat it with love. And that taught me not to just, wasn't just words that they were saying, but it was actions that they were doing. That taught me really innately how to love. Now, it was to the detriment, I think, of myself in some areas of my life, where maybe I let people take advantage of me, or I was, let people exploit me or whatever it was, until I learned, balance, until I learned boundaries, and then I could have more existing healthy love in my life. But it was really watching them and watching how they love people, how they forgave people, how they would give people. And I never could understand it. I would be like, why she keep giving them another chance, another chance? I mean, these people, I see my grandmothers do things like people would come off the street, straight off the street, smoking pure cracks, be high as hell. And she come on in here, baby, and sit down. Let me, grandma's love. They thought they were just giving you something to eat, and giving you a good Bible story. That was love, but that was love for them. You know what I'm saying? So she will put her arms around you and just tell you that she missed you and give you something to eat. Being non-judgmental. That was love. Different things like that. So anyway, I don't want to stray too much off the topic. I see people popping up messages. I'm gonna read some of y'all stuff. What's up, Ernie? Leslie, all right. D said 3 strikes. You're out. Susie, what's up, Sue? Sue is my girl. That's my sis. That's right. That's my sis. What's up, Sue? We talking about the balance between the black woman and black man. And I'm gonna let y'all go because I think we like covered it. You know, I could be on here all day. I just love being with y'all. But I'm not. I am not. I'm about to get on with my Instagram fam because that's what I do. All right. Somebody else is trying to come in. All right. Let's see if we can bring Dale back. I'm gonna see Dale back because I don't like the way he dropped off. Because I want to hear what y'all men gotta say. But y'all hit me up in the comments though and tell me what y'all gotta say. How can we get this thing right? How can we get this thing on track? You know what I mean? How can I get some beautiful black grandbabies and great grandbabies? And we continue this for generations and generations and generations. Dale, my man, are you back?
Yeah, somebody had called my phone.
Oh, all right. I hope we can get you at least for a couple minutes because we got people dropping off.
Look, I'm going to just say this.
Okay.
On that topic, love, you got to understand it from the standpoint. Karis once said it best. The word love, you got to look it up and find out which definition that means to the person, because somebody might just love you for you, or they might love something about you, you know what I mean? Or you never know, they might not love you.
So, okay, he dropped off, but that was excellent. So my question to you was going to be, Dale, so you think, you know, with this love, we have to have an understanding of that going to bring us back into this balance and harmony, like understanding each other's love language. Yo, y'all coming in now like crazy. Yo, is we going to go for a part 2? What's up, Tina? I guess whoever got to go. We just going to keep it going. We just going to keep rocking. Okay, somebody said they got to go back to work. All right, peace. Peace. Bye. Girl, bye. So as y'all can understand too, even listening to the men, how they express themselves, I'm going back to the men, right? How they express themselves, you know, their perception of what we're talking about versus what we're talking. Because see, women, we deal a lot with emotions, right? And this is why I love having a man in my life. Now, let me rephrase that. I don't mean like a man in my life, like a boyfriend or a husband. I mean like just having men in my life, period. Strong men, because I know that women, and me being a Pisces, like the most emotional sign, right? So I could tend to just be swimming in the little ocean, just so I have to have somebody that's stable, that's an anchor, that's logical and rational in my life. Because women can sometimes, not just women, but we know, because we tend to do things with our emotions, we can be irrational sometimes. So you need that. This is what I thank you. Thank you, God, for bringing this back to light. We need that masculine energy in our lives. And that's what I really wanted to tie this whole thing into, is the feminine and masculine energies. Well, understanding that, okay, we got that role reversal. So we got more men who acting and looking like women, and we got more women who acting and looking like men. We got this role reversal, and in the masculine and feminine energies don't have that balance. So we got, it's like this or like this instead of being like this. And you know, balance is my yacht. You know what I'm saying? To be balanced. So everything in life, if you do too much of, or if you have too much excess of, is not a good thing. So we got to come back, and we're going to have to give a little. We're going to have to compromise a little. Even me. You know what I mean? I'm working on it. I'm still yet a work in progress. As the teacher must be the greatest student of them all, you know, and if you are a teacher and you're not teachable, then that's just a problem. So we're going to continue to love one another. We're going to continue to heal one another. We're going to continue to talk to one another, nurture one another, whatever we have to do, guys, so that we can sustain the Black family. I'm going to get off of here. I'm getting on Instagram. For those of you who follow me, you know where I'll be at, herbalance_LLC. Leave your comments. I'll answer your questions. And I love you. Peace.